to women?
It will happen to women, but I think women in general take care of their feet better than men do.
Agreed.
True that.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do other than just scrubbing them in the shower?
Yeah, but yeah, I guess women.
But women do get pedicures.
They do.
And they get them scrubbed on the foot and the bottom,
and I don't. I mean, I never get that kind of
cleaned
stuff.
and
exfoliated.
Yeah.
Do you have a love of feet, Hannah? Since you're in that profession.
I don't have a love of feet, but I do love doing feet because I feel like I'm actually doing something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
Now, do you use the foot in your personal life?
All right.
I'm sorry. I think I have to ask it. So do you use it?
Asking about your partner.
Intimacy. Can you talk about it?
I dabble.
I dabble.
Okay.
You dabble in the foot. Okay, that's all I want to
I
hear.
bet she gives a hell of a foot rub.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, she's got a tipper. She's pedicures.
That's
That's wonderful. Thank you, Hannah. Thanks for the phone
Thanks
call.
for your service.
That's right.
whatever you're making, it's not nearly
Not
enough.
enough. I hope he tipped her very
Yeah,
well.
old man
Don't you
feet.
think?
Oh my God! Why
Old
would you
man
even
feet.
go? I'd be embarrassed to show a human.
She was great. Wasn't she?
Sometimes
Yes.
I've heard that sometimes when men get older, whoever gets older, sometimes if you have certain conditions, you need someone to take care of your feet, like diabetes.
Oh yes, that's true.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I bet her client had diabetes.
I guess that's possible.
Very possible.
Because we had a former colleague who said that she used to rub an old lady's feet with Vaseline. That was her job when she was younger. She would go and rub the feet with Vaseline because the woman.
And the woman may have had diabetes.
I think she did. Had the sugar.
Yeah.
As she
That's
used
like
to say,
that's right before you lose your feet or your toes
Ooh.
when you get
Yeah.
diabetes.
I hate to hear about that.
You're right.
So this is similar. I think you missed this, Dave, yesterday. There's an actress she's known for being in Harry Potter. Not a really well-known actress, but she's speaking out again. Her name is Miriam Margolyes. And yesterday she was talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. You missed this.
Yeah.
I'll just update. Now she's talking about like all the big celebrities she's worked with. Schwarzenegger, she had a bad experience.
Schwarzenegger, didn't care for him. He's a bit too full of himself, and I don't care for him at all. He was actually quite rude. He farted in my face. Now, I fart. Of course I do. But I don't fart in people's face. He did it deliberately right in my face.
Schwarzenegger, she said she's alleging now that he deliberately passed gas
Between takes.
right in her face.
On the set of what movie?
What was
End of Days? End of Time?
End of days. End of days.
It was during the filming of End of Days in Los Angeles, and I was playing Satan's sister, and he was killing me, so he had me in a position where I couldn't escape, lying on the floor, and he just farted. It wasn't on film, it was in one of the pauses, but I haven't forgiven him for it.
Never apologized to her. Never apologized.
My finger.
She sounds like a proper lady. Don't
She
expect
does
to hear
sound
that. Don't expect to hear that voice in a
But she did say
Schwarzenegger flick.
fart.
She did.
She did.
She has a comment on Leonardo DiCaprio, whom she also worked with when he was much younger, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But Sammy, you wanted to tell a toe story. Go ahead.
I was telling Biggie, so I'm a federal employee. I won't go any farther than that. There in Greensboro. And my former boss at the time, who was a large, buff, former military man in his late 50s, kept inviting me out to get a beer. He's like, hey, man, let's get a beer after work one day, all this. Mm-hmm. So I finally go with him, go to Nettie's downtown. We're hanging out, having a couple of beers. Well, cut a long story short, because it's a long story, at the end of the night, which was a brief night, he offered to pay my beer tab if I would kick off my shoes and socks and wiggle my pale pink toes.
Holy cow.
And I waved my hand to the waiter and asked for my check, of course. And needless to say, the next day at work was a little awkward.
I bet. So,
And the thing is, I'm almost 50 myself.
mm-hmm.
There are plenty of young twinks that work there. I don't know why I was targeted.
You should take
Maybe
it.
you vibed with him. I don't know.
Take it as a compliment. Take it as he wanted you.
Do you regret not taking the money?
No. No regrets.
No. Do you think
I'm not a fool.
So if you had taken out your feet,
Just wiggle them.
yeah,
on
just
the patio.
he didn't want you to do it. He didn't want to suck your toes or anything. He just wanted to see.
But
your feet.
there's another level
There
after
you go.
that.
You go up. That's right.
It's if you'll do it for a par tab, what will you do for $100
Right.
or $200?
Then he lets you let him fondle your
You're
feet,
into it,
kind of
then,
thing.
yeah, next level.
I mean, if you're really pressed for cash, do you just show your feet for money or for a bar tab or something?
Plenty of females out there that do it. Now, there's websites with just feet.
Yeah.
Sammy, great story.
Yeah, OnlyFans has probably changed the game for all the fetishists.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That right there from Sammy. Don't you think that guy had to really come up with some courage to think, will Sammy do it? Because he's throwing it out there. You know, he wants him to do it.
Sammy's
Well, he
a
said
nice
it was
guy.
a long story, so I'm sure there was
more to
you know,
it.
maybe you don't jump into the deep end of
Yeah.
toes.
I wonder if he kept pushing like more beer, another beer,
Yeah,
another
get you
shot.
drunk. Get you drunk.
Hey man, you ever get anybody at work ever turn you on? That kind of thing.
Yeah,
Brief night, long story.
Thanks, Sammy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sammy. What
Meet you at Natty's.
This is that's
It's Dave's spot.
that's Dave's spot. Dave, you should go over there barefoot today.
Well, I might if I brought some flops.
Where your flops?
Yeah. It'd look a lot better.
See what happens.
Where your
yeah.
rainbows?
You never know who you'll run into.
That would have been Dave. He'd have just shown it off right there. Sure,
Here's
Sir, your tab has been taken care of.
you freak.
I'll buy your tab if I can see your feet. Sure.
Your hairy Fred Flintstone feet.
You're the loser in this one.
Yeah, I consider it a win for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're taken care of. This is the same woman, the actress now, Miriam Margolis, who said she